The sneaker game is dying, and the only way it can be saved is by using the technology of the Metaverse. Now, if you're familiar with the company called RTFKT, or you've seen the letters RTFKT, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, I have a video that I'll break down that will fully catch you up to speed on the entire situation. And why? Because there's an event coming up November 20th where you can participate in and potentially get you some shoes from the future. So I just want to help everybody out. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Welcome to the RTFKT ecosystem. Today, RTFKT together with Nike Crypto Kicks introduces the future of sneakers. Starting with the RTFKT Nike Dunk Genesis powered by DreamOS and Skin Vial Tech. Skin Vials allow you to change the look of the RTFKT Nike Dunk Genesis or any compatible sneakers with limited edition skins. Collect, evolve, and breed sneaker skins created by legendary collaborators, artists, and the RTFKT community. Load up thousands of skins to a single pair of sneakers. Today, we start with Evo X, RTFKT's first skin vial collection featuring 8 Clone X DNA-based evolutive skins. Evo X powered skins vials allow you to evolve your RTFKT Nike Dunk Genesis sneaker and choose drip upgrades and powers. Which path will you choose for your evolutive skin as you journey into the RTFKT ecosystem and unlock the future? The future is now. RTFKT.
Okay, so that video was a little bit overwhelming, so we can start with who is RTFKT and where did they come from? So back in early 2021, when NFTs were the next big thing, Nike decided to capitalize this and partner with the brand RTFKT, and their goal is simply to bridge the gap between the metaverse and the sneaker culture. So how do they plan on bridging that gap? By immersing us, the consumer, into a digital reality that translates to the real world. They compare their vision to that of an online game like Counter-Strike Go, where you can purchase in-game collectibles that also have real-world value. If that's confusing, they break it down to the simplest terms: Fortnite skins. Basically, a 13-year-old kid sees a skin and buys it, but some skins are harder to get and worth more, so a kid pays real money for the skin. They continue on to say in the next 5 to 10 years, everyone will shift to the mentality of the digital world is more important than the physical world and wants to make that transition with sneakers. Making this transition, they made their website into a glorified virtual marketplace where you can buy NFTs of virtual characters, skins, and even virtual sneakers. Similar to that of a video game, certain items allow to access certain events. For example, if you own any Clone X skins, you can participate in certain forging events. Well, what is a forging event? This is how you turn your digital shoes into physical shoes. Once you buy your sneaker NFT from their secondary market, OpenSeas, you'll be eligible to participate in the forging event to where you can customize them with any added skins you may have, then bring them to life. But remember to act fast because you can only turn your NFTs to real things during these events, and they do have a limited window. Clearly, this is the route that Nike wants all of us to follow, and assuming that this makes mainstream, I don't know how long it will take to get there, but just assuming that it does, I will give you my honest opinions on the entire situation, starting with the positives. My first positive being that this is very innovative and very unique. I do really enjoy the kind of gaming aspect where you get to get this new item and then customize it and do these certain events. It just gives a unique feel to the game. On top of the fact that the customizations are crazy, Nike ID could never produce anything. This is literally Nike ID in 10 years plus. My second positive point comes from after watching an interview with a couple of the creators. They actually have a very vast knowledge of the sneaker culture and the subcultures that go with it, just like resale. One of the main points is being that you'll never have to worry about one of their shoes being authentic or not. Because like having the physical shoe, you also have its virtual counterpart, which have a unique blockchain and an NFT. So if someone's trying to sell you the physical shoe, you can just ask them for that blockchain and have it match it up online, and you'll know if it's authentic or not. Adding on to that last positive note before I get into the negatives, I do believe that they are not culture vultures and they will have an ear for the people. So any of the negatives that I'm about to list out, I do think that they'll be able to make a nice change to it whenever we get to that point. My first negative being on this is that it's too complicated and I feel like there's too many steps. I'm just trying to imagine me trying to get my mom into something like this. My mom is actually a sneakerhead. I kind of got her into the game, but bringing this to her is a whole nother level because now I have to explain to her that she has to buy some virtual car, which on the low end will cost about $90, which is some super generic colorway. And then you have to wait for another exclusive drop or some secret item to get you another skin to even put the color that you potentially might want on the shoe. Then you have to wait for another event that you have to pay to get into in order to turn that digital shoe into a physical shoe. And then you have to wait close to a year because they're all made to order, and you have to hurry up because these physical items will sell out compared to your digital item, which will never sell out. Yeah, that's a whole lot, and I definitely know my mom wouldn't be interested, and I feel like that would be too much for a kid to try and get into. So they either need to have some type of tutorial process or just dumb it down a little bit. My second issue is the price point. It's just entirely too expensive, and I know that price point could scare a lot of people. Like I mentioned earlier, just to get the most generic and basic colorway, that's averaging around $90, and that's just to have the virtual card of it. Then you have to continue to buy a skin to even get a colorway that you potentially might like. On top of that, in order to enter that forging event, you have to spend $220 on top of all the crypto fees to get into that and do that whole process. So on average, that's a little over $300 just to get the most basic colorway. And that's the whole point of this whole futuristic thing, to have something very unique that nobody else will have in the world. So that's the issue right there. I think that price point will definitely scare somebody because all the cool colorways that I was looking that sparked my interest, they were like $9,000, and I'm not paying that for any type of shoe. And my last issue is that I just simply haven't been impressed with anything that they've done so far. They've already had some models come out, they've had the first dunks come out, but they're all made to order, so nobody will be receiving them in hand till June 2024. Then the second model they released was called the RTFKT IRLs, which is just a new and improved Hyper Adapt. They said that they got inspiration for the Hyper Adapt and the other Hyper model, but it's literally just that with a couple more features connected to the app. So for all this time and all of this money to be going towards this, and for this to be some super futuristic thing, I'm just not fully sold on it for me to make that huge investment just yet. But I'm curious to think on what y'all think, and if y'all do still like the shoes, they are having an event November 20th where you can just go straight to their website and buy the shoe. You don't have to worry about buying any skins, you don't have to worry about a forging event. So if you are interested but you don't want all the Metaverse gimmicks and this and that, then you can go straight to that. And if you're participating in ComplexCon, they will have a booth where you can participate in the whole Metaverse and get your NFT and your physical pair there. So let me know what y'all think about all of this. Is it too much? Are you not with it? Do you just want to stick to your normal Jordans? Let me know the deal in the comments below. With that being said, I'll see y'all next video. Peace.